This is a countdown of the strangest traditions found in Russia, which, Russia being the largest country in the world, is also the most diverse, with 185 different ethnic groups. That's a lot of different culture. And while watching this video, be sure not to judge or put down the culture of others, as that would be ethnocentric. And be sure to subscribe and click the little bell that sends you all notifications from my channel. Number 9. Russian tongue singing, or tongue clucking. I ran across the Russian pop singer from the late 90s, Vitas, who popularized Russian tongue clucking with his song, Chum Drum Bedrum. Vitas designs all of his own costumes as well. Vitas led me to find a more authentic video of an entire tongue clucking chorus performing in the 1970s on Russian TV. I mean, look at these guys. I'm sure they have really strong tongue muscles. Number 8. Throat singing. Another strange sound some Russians produce with their mouths is throat singing. The most renowned throat singers are found in the land of Tuva, although there are many other tribes scattered around Siberia that also perform it as well. I actually taught myself how to throat sing through trying to sing like Louis Armstrong for karaoke, and I performed it poorly along with my Levitation on America's Got Talent. The 7 different styles of throat singing are most commonly differentiated by the creation of resonant overtones within the throat. Number 7. Skiing in bikinis and speedos. Russians love to challenge their ability to withstand the cold, and they've found many ways to get into the Book of World Records doing so. Russia has set and broken its own world record for the largest amount of people skiing down one slope in their skimpies. It was done in Strangest, Siberia. Over 1,800 skiers participated in this spring break activity, and I'm sure it helps this video that most of them are attractive. Number 6. Dynamic baby gymnastics. This one could be the strangest one yet, and it's sure to get child rights advocates upset and disliking this video. Lena Fakina made famous this baby therapy technique, hosting workshops and informational videos. It was originally created by a man named Igor Borosovic. It involves exactly what you see here, throwing your sometimes newborn baby around in strange positions and holding the entire weight of the baby by parts that seem unhealthy. That's the baby's head. It might look cruel, but what struck me as odd is that many of these babies seem to be enjoying it. Or maybe they're just babies and are constantly craving human attention. Lena argues that the bones and joints of babies are much more flexible than children and adults. It makes sense if you think about the primal human having to carry around their child everywhere, even in survival situations where running was in order. Number 5. Training bears to do tricks. There's a reason why it's not a good idea to domesticate and train bears. Even the most well-behaved trained bears have been known to turn on their handlers. But Russians seem to do many things that aren't a good idea. Trained dancing bears first gained fame at the beginning of the 1800s as a spectacle for traveling musical acts, and have been found in illustrations as early as 1647. Bears later began being trained to perform more complex tricks in Russian circuses around the early 1900s. When the Moscow Circus performed in Tokyo in 1954, spectators couldn't believe they were real bears. They thought they were men dressed up in suits. Training bears is highly controversial, as the process involves ripping a bear cub away from its mother at a very young age. Also, many people argue that having larger wild animals in circuses is inhumane altogether. Number 4. The Russian floating woman dance. The Berezka dance, as it's known, was developed in the Soviet Union in the 20th century and has gained popularity due to the women's costumes and the way they appear to float effortlessly across the stage. They glide with ease while hiding the fancy footwork under their dresses. Number 3. Russian wedding games. Games might not seem strange, but these ones are. At Russian weddings, there are many different wedding games where brides, grooms, and guests compete in a series of bizarre and semi-sexual games that often involve balloons and suggestive positions. Maybe they are trying to allude to what the bride and groom will be doing on their wedding night. Russian roulette has even been played with deadly consequences. Number 2. Chugging bottles of vodka. This one is self-explanatory and makes for some pretty funny videos of Russians falling over and doing ridiculous things. Russians love their vodka and tend to drink it like it's water, often in a way to show one's manhood. Although the Baha'i religion forbids drinking of alcohol, they make a special exception in Russia, because it's known that it's impossible to make business deals if you cannot drink vodka with your partner. Russia even hosts vodka chugging contests. Number 1. Jaw harp animal noise songs. The jaw harp is a very simple musical instrument that's played by flicking it while blowing on a strip of metal or wood that's placed in between one's teeth. I even have one. However, some Russian musicians have taken it a step further by creating music consisting of jaw harp rhythms interlaced with animal noises. Naya, Ulena Otai Putsnaya, can be seen performing this to techno beats, for Vladimir Putin, of all people. There you go, guys, there's the list, and remember, what seems strange to us is normal to someone else. A villager from Papua New Guinea probably thinks it's weird that you stare at a glowing screen for hours every day. Be sure to check out the playlist of some of my other documentaries about strange oddities of the world. Also, subscribe to my partner Melissa's YouTube about science and technology. She helps me out with a lot of these videos. Thank you.